What's up, everybody? Welcome back to McTako Podcast, episode number 8.
Ocha.
What up, Taco?
Hey, Eric. How's it going, buddy?
It's going well. So as you guys are going to see, we're in a whole new area. This isn't just a new area. This isn't even in the basement. We moved about 6 blocks away, and we are looking, like behind you, we're looking at hole number 1 at the Emporia Country Club. We are at Jeremy Rusco's Airbnb.
Let's go. It is nice up in here, Jeremy.
It is warm. It's toasty. It's toasty. You guys can probably hear that, which is fine. I don't even care.
Yeah, it's great in here.
So you see we have 2 other mics. We're going to have a couple special guests on, and I want to bring them in right now. So come on in, guys. We have our good friends.
Doom, 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 doom. Mic's on. Mic's on.
That one's on. Okay, cool.
All right.
We have over here to my right, Mr. Chris Clemons.
How's it going?
How you doing? And over here to my left, what's your name?
Is this a microphone?
AJ.
My name's AJ.
Risley. My boy
go.
AJ. So, what's up, guys? How are you guys doing? What brings you to the great city of Emporia, Kansas?
Well, let's see. I hopped on an airplane.
Okay.
And I got in the car. Thank you.
Sweet. Clemens?
I did everything that he did besides the plane.
Okay.
So I hopped in a car, drove here. But yeah, I'm here to do stuff like this, to hang out, feel
Awesome.
some frisbees, see the new warehouse.
Awesome. Yeah. So, spoiler alert, we got the whole tour team coming to town. Well, the majority of them. One of them had surgery, and another one's got some other things going on right now. But yeah, so we're going to have a great week with the media crew coming out and doing some duels, some in the bags, and all that fun stuff. And we thought night 1, Taco and I might as well grab these 2 guys and do McTako podcast. And
that's the answer you were looking for?
Yeah.
Media obligations.
The media
They're
obligations.
not exactly obligations, though. That feels kind of strange. Obligations is like, I'm here so I won't get fined.
Yeah,
Which
that's-
I guess I could be saying that all week.
You could be.
I might have threatened you with that.
Yeah.
I can fine you all
yeah.
day, buddy.
Take 2. Yeah, I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Perfect. Fantastic.
In like the most, slather me up with some mayonnaise, because that
Ooh.
was the white bread voice right there.
I love mayonnaise. Miracle Whip or mayonnaise?
Well, yeah, they're 2 different things.
So you
aren't they?
put one on one bread and
Yeah.
one on the other, and then put it together and eat it?
I mean, that sounds pretty good. And I don't think anybody's ever done that before. And if they have, it's been a secret until right now.
Let's do it. We'll do that tomorrow.
Oh my
We'll do that
gosh.
tomorrow. So I want to ask both of you.
Cut to Miracle Whip segment.
Oh man. Well, I want to ask both of you, what is your favorite part about coming to Emporia? Because you guys come to Emporia often, not just for the Dynamic Discs Open, Worlds, or whatever we're doing. You guys come here often. What is your favorite part? Chris, you first.
Man, I think just seeing everybody that I haven't seen in a while, seeing, the DD family. The first couple times I came here, I always stayed with the Escovels, and I just saw Isaiah in there earlier, and in the warehouse, and I was like, "What's up, man?" And he's like, "Oh, I didn't know you were gonna be here." And so it's really cool to see all the people that I haven't seen in a while. The food here is really good, just like everything about it. It's all disc golf, and with people I love to be around. So, I mean, it's awesome.
All disc golf all the time.
So
right.
so you had something tonight. You tried Doobies, which you've never tried before.
Right.
Let's go ahead and hear what are
How
your
was it?
thoughts.
I am very full. It was fantastic. I had wings, a burger, and sweet potato fries, and they were, it was awesome.
So good.
It smelled really good.
Yeah.
It's
very
so good. It is so good. AJ.
I had po' boy, crispy fried chicken po' boy, with sweet potato fries and some cauliflower wings.
Their cauliflower wings are really
They
good.
were really good, yeah, with the
Yeah.
wingy sauce.
Wingy. The wing. Tommy want wingy. Is that what they're talking about? No, what's your favorite part about coming to town?
Well, I would say, what was it? State Street and Congress Street both go under the railway.
Yep.
Those are my 2 favorite streets in town.
State and Congress.
State and Congress.
What about Prairie? You can actually go over it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. what do you know? You learn something new every day, and there you go. That made the list.
I'm really glad that is your favorite thing about coming to Emporia,
I
Kansas.
mean, but yeah, all joking aside, forever. I'll never tell another joke ever. Dang it, there was one.
Lies.
Lies.
I would kind of piggyback off of what Chris said as well. I stopped at Starbucks this morning to get some coffee, and just going through the drive-thru, and the girl in the drive-thru was really nice.
Nice.
She just seemed down to earth, and it just made me feel like I was back in Emporia. That kind of summed it all up, even though it's at the beginning of the week.
Nice.
Somehow she summed up the whole week for me. But yeah, I mean,
So were you in love, or?
I know.
Are you guys like? Did you get her number?
This girl's number?
She did. Well, fingers crossed. I hope so. Can I tell you how the exchange went?
Please,
really quick?
please,
Okay, so
please.
One large cup of just drip coffee. No, nothing fancy. Total was $2.98. And so I handed her $3, and I said, "Keep the change, ha ha ha," and she laughed. So it's the wedding is next month.
I'm proud of you,
Man,
But-
2 cents.
But for real, I mean, like it's a small town,
Yeah.
and that's what I like about it. I like being able to get around without opening up Google Maps every second. That I'm in the car.
Yeah, exactly. Grid, very grid pattern Emporia is.
Yes, and it's like it just feels like it just has that feel of a small town where I know where I am, and when I come back, I know that I'm back, and it's not like, and so I think I really enjoy that part of it, and then as well the people are nice.
Very nice.
Oh, number one tap water in the country.
Oh, we're still drinking it.
Is that Dasani or?
It was.
Okay.
Poured out
Alright.
the Dasani.
Yeah, bought it, poured it out, filled it up at the gas station bathroom.
That's actually.
Well played.
I didn't do that.
Okay.
I drank the water, and I will recycle this bottle.
Perfect. Well, on last week's episode, I guess you would. I don't even know if I'd say last week because it dropped this week, but the last time we met, we kind of did a celebrity card. Taco and I did our celebrity
Yes,
card
we
on
did.
who we would want to play with. And mine, I'll just rattle off mine real quick, was Paul Rudd, was actually Casey DeSmith, because I've never played with him, and Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
That's my all-star group. And Taco, yours?
I didn't have.
You didn't do one. You
mine
did
were
pros. That's right.
But I can give you my pros that
Yep.
I haven't played around with
Yep.
that I wanted to. One of them was it was Stevie Rico, Seppo Payu, and then
Seppo.
Tomas Ekstrom.
Tomas Ekstrom. Perfect.
Those are the guys I would like to play.
Yeah. So Clemons, I want to know what your celebrity, because
And
we
you
started
can't-
this out.
Yeah, you can't play.
Historical figures.
It
you
can
can't
be
have played with
anybody.
him. Well, no, he can't do Casey DeSmith because I believe you've played with. Casey
Yes, he
DeSmith,
has.
Couple times.
Yeah, it has to be
Check that
somebody
off
you
the
haven't
list.
played with.
Man.
I know, right on the
Thanks
spot.
for going to Chris first on this one.
You're welcome.
Yeah, AJ gets time to think.
Yeah. Actually, here's how I want it to be. I want you to tell me one, and then you tell me
Okay.
one.
There it is. Let's
I
make
like
it
that.
fair.
So 3 other people.
Yeah. 3 other people on the card.
Who do I'd like to play with Tiger Woods.
Ooh.
How did you do that? I just finished this book called The Second Life of Tiger Woods, and it was
Did
a
he
really
play
good
with?
book.
Did he
That
play
is
with
it,
me
yeah.
in it?
Oh,
Did he?
gosh.
Was Clemons mentioned?
No, that's the third life.
Dang
I'll
it.
take that.
All right, so Clemens, great pick with Tiger. Went to the Asians.
Celebrity or historical.
Or it could be a historical figure.
Can they be deceased?
Sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I'm bringing Abe
You got-
Lincoln
you got
back
2 more.
from the dead just for 1 round.
Be like, what the heck is going on here?
Shoot, I don't know. That's a tough one.
There's a lot of people it could be.
There's a lot of celebrities and a lot of
Dead people.
a lot of dead people.
Yeah.
Most of the people that have ever existed are dead now.
Well, go from when you were a kid.
That was a Louis C.K. joke.
It was. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
Who?
So when I was a kid, yeah, I would say my pick is Ken Griffey Jr.
Boom.
Love
My
it.
first one.
Oh man, I would love.
That
do
is
you
a
think-
great
Do you
pick.
think his form would
That's a
be
great
as
pick.
buttery smooth as his swing?
I think so. I think it would
You
be
it has to
nice and
be.
upright, and he would just
Ken Griffey Jr.
That's a great
just,
answer.
Like
Lefty.
Setting up to putt would just be like, oh, he just gliding.
Yes, that's a fantastic answer.
That is a great pick. Okay. These are awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're doing
That's
this.
really good.
Okay.
Oh man.
2 months left.
Yep.
It's tough, man. I'd
It is
probably
tough.
go. Who would be fun to just play with?
Yeah. They don't have to know anything about the game.
I'd
Like
probably.
Like, who would you want to go on like a 3-hour walk with?
That's true too.
Yeah.
Oh.
/ hike.
Mr. Rogers.
Okay. All right. Would you settle for Tom Hanks playing Mr. Rogers?
Yes.
Of course.
I love Tom Hanks.
Okay,
That's
cool.
a good one. Mr. Rogers went with
That's
it.
a good one. I
It's
like
the
it.
sweaters. You like this guy's prepared
Well, yeah,
wherever he
he's like,
goes.
Who would you want to go on a walk with? I was like, Mr. Rogers.
That's an easy answer.
He jams. He's got the shoes and everything.
I think fresh on the mind, I would Sean Evans.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
host
Of Hot Ones. Yeah.
I think
That's a
that
really good
I
one.
have a lot of respect for him
Oh,
as,
man.
as an interviewer.
Yes.
He's one of the best interviewers around.
so
and
good.
I think that I think him in his curious state, asking me questions about disc golf and about my disc golf journey and experience. Yeah, I think that would be
You guys
sick.
would never finish.
Sean
Oh
Evans.
my gosh.
It would be like, hey,
Yeah.
putt out, please.
Sean Evans. That's a great one. Denise and I did the Hot Ones. I don't know if you watched that or not, but we did the Hot Ones, and I gave him a shout out for sure because his iron stomach is just silly.
You got to be able to interview and eat.
Yeah. Tolerate
that.
madness.
Yes. Crazy.
So to be able to eat hot wings and sink 50 footers at the same time.
Yeah. I hope you have
Interesting
some
challenge.
wipes for,
Jesus.
in between.
Dizzy bat challenge
Yeah.
with a
So.
hot wing and putt. All right.
Who's
third
your
guy.
Who's your third?
Third
My
person.
third one would be Conan OBrien.
Conan, dude.
Yeah.
I bet you he'd throw it a mile because he's so
Yeah.
tall. He's a
Conan.
giant.
He would do something out there. I don't know.
He would-
Oh my god.
He
It
would
would be
definitely.
entertaining.
You would definitely have
Yes.
to have him do the string dance.
Oh yeah,
For
Oh,
sure.
yeah. And Mr. Rogers would have the patience to deal with
What?
Conan.
Okay, so
Oh
let's
my
just
God.
review
Would-
this.
Wait. Would Andy Richter come and be his caddy?
Yeah, he could. He could.
Wow.
Yeah, if
Dude.
it was my pick, that
Wow.
would be the stipulation.
You have to have him here.
Wow. That's good.
So
That's
Chris,
solid.
Chris Clemons goes with Tiger Woo.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger
And
Woods.
then
I've always wanted to say this for shizzle.
for Shizzle.
Little
Oh,
Dave
yeah.
Chappelle.
So would it be Dave
shout
Chappelle
out.
as Tiger Woods then? That'd be cool too.
That would be just fine too.
I'd be okay with
Yeah,
that.
Tiger Woods, Mr. Rogers, and
Conan.
Conan O'Brien.
Conan O'Brien. That's a solid group of tall individuals
Yeah,
too.
I was gonna say they're all very tall.
Yeah.
Great
Very
entertainers as
solid,
well.
tall individuals right there.
Man, that's Well, you're a tall guy as well, so it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Probably be
athlete.
the shortest out of all.
I
I
literally
know.
look up to everybody.
Still kind of thinking about my third, but let's see.
Just pull it.
Reach
out. It is out
Okay,
there.
I'll just pull the trigger. I'll say Will Ferrell.
Oh,
Will Ferrell. Okay.
Will Ferrell.
Okay.
that would be a
Like a-
super exciting round.
Yeah, again, like a childhood, more like teenage years kind of idol.
Mhm.
Looked up to and
Will
just
Ferrell. That's a good
endless
one.
Source of joy.
Old school is probably
So-
one of my faves.
Go through your three again.
Okay, my three was
Your other three.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Boom.
I love the King Griffey Jr. poll.
That's I'm happy about that one.
That's a
Sean
good one.
Evans.
Sean Evans.
Sean Evans.
Yeah.
And then Will Ferrell.
That's it. That's a solid group as well.
Right.
Out of
These guys are killing.
pretty
Kobe
different.
Bryant came
It
to
is
mind.
different.
I know.
Yeah.
R.I.P. today.
Yeah,
That's right.
So okay, out of those six, yours and yours, who would be the best player? Do you guys think?
Oh,
I mean,
I want to guess too.
probably Griffey.
You need to guess.
Probably Griffey.
Griffey or Tiger.
Or Tiger, man. That dude's just an athlete,
Yeah.
man, and he's already got the
Right.
like,
he already knows golf.
yeah, yeah.
Right, and so is it just like who can rotate better?
It's true.
Oh man,
I'm trying to think. I mean,
So is this in their prime?
I think it's Griffey.
I think it depends. I mean,
I think it's
is your
Griffey.
round with
His-
Griffey in his prime, or is it Griffey now?
Well,
We
because
take
if you
them
think
prime
about it, like
for
a lot
both.
of baseball players
Either.
translate to disc golf very well, and so if
Yeah.
you're like, here, take this, enforcer and just freaking jam it like you're throwing from center field, like he probably could throw it
or
400
do, or
feet.
do a couple steps
Yeah.
before you swing for the fences.
I think the footwork and then like the core work, he's gonna have down.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
For
sure.
Same with Tiger, but more of like a standstill. Like Griff, I think he just is a little bit more versatile in the sport where he's climbing fences and snatching home runs and
I think
hustling bases. You know.
But
I think the difference between golfers and baseball players is golfers' legs are more built and trained for speed.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Baseball players are built a little bit more for power.
It's a good
Yeah,
point.
that's a great point.
But you need that mental game. And Mr. Rogers.
There it
Oh,
is.
dang. He did full circle there.
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers.
He would be patient. He would wait for his opportunities. He wouldn't get too upset.
He'd be like MJ out there. Like, yeah.
Yeah. He'd be good.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm surprised.
Mistakes.
I'm
Okay.
surprised Jordan didn't come up on.
He
anybody's
was
list.
almost on my list. He was
Yeah.
he was really close, and yeah, a couple others. But
That's
okay, out of those,
It's a good topic.
who's gonna need the most work out of those six guys? Who's gonna be the
person
worst?
that's the furthest off in the world?
I would think that Conan would
Worst.
probably be the worst solely because his attention span is like 5 seconds.
It's like that long.
Yeah,
He
squirrels.
couldn't pay it. Yeah.
Because he's really goofy too, right?
Right.
I mean,
exactly. He's just constantly thinking of.
And
like,
out of
things
all
that
of
would be
these
funny.
people, it's funny you say that because out of all of those people mentioned, as far as I know, Conan is the only one actually been introduced to disc golf.
Yeah. They were on his show like years.
Feldberg was on his show when he was
Yeah.
in San Fran or something like that. I remember him going out and putting, and it was crazy.
I think that was before he won his world title as well.
Probably.
I think it was right
15
around
years ago.
that time frame, yeah, 2008.
15
Yeah.
years
Yeah.
ago.
Wow.
That'd be pretty sweet if that gave him, if that was the confidence boost
Oh,
that
he needed
propelled him to that world
Hey, yo,
title.
Conan,
Oh,
hit me
yeah.
Dude, disc golf was on Conan OBrien.
You didn't know this?
Now I do.
It wasn't like the Conan. It was the Conan O'Brien show, but it was one of the like live Conan O'Briens where he goes and he's in this big, huge, like majestic
T&M square.
stadium.
Right,
and-
like-
Late night with Conan O'Brien
Yeah.
in the 11:30
It's on
slot.
YouTube.
Yep.
I think.
Is it?
I'm sure it is. Yeah, you should go watch
Another
it. It's,
thing I need
it's
to
pretty
look
good.
up.
Didn't,
It's good.
Didn't they bring out like a little, like a mesh pop-up basket?
They had multiple baskets. They had baskets in the crowd, and Feldberg was
Oh,
trying to
that's
make
right.
them, and people in the crowd were like swatting it down. And
Yeah.
yeah, good stuff. Good memories, guys.
I remember that. Yeah, that was huge for disc
It
golf.
was
That
big.
amazing.
Yeah,
That was
11:30 p.m.
Yeah.
And it was probably more like 12 because he
Let's
didn't
get
come
that-
right out.
Let's get
but-
those clips going back out there.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I mean, you thought disc golf on ESPN2 was cool.
Oh man, no way.
Oh, we had
Disc golf on Conan. I remember way back in the day when Timmy Gill went on ESPN and did an interview, like a sit-down interview on disc golf, way back in the day. So and that was like breaking point, you know. And now look, it's it's
Nice.
crazy to think about those. And we've talked about it before, but MTV Sports with Dan Cortez.
Dan Cortez.
Back when they had like the Rico brothers on, and this was like late 90s.
Yep.
And I remember Stevie saying, man, disc golf's this close to blowing up, you know, and he's still out there grinding. I love it.
Well, it's definitely blown up. That's for sure.
Yeah, Rico, he's one of our favorites for sure. But
It really is.
um,
I've got stories as well.
Yeah, I was about to say.
yeah.
AJ's
I mean, yeah, you
AJ
used to be
was-
on Team Legacy and you used to work really close with Rico, and yeah, let's hear a Rico story. Do you have one that you can just pull out of your little notebook, maybe?
Maybe. I don't know about the. Yeah, I don't know if the notebook has any Rico stories.
Ooh,
But I mean, he likes funny movies, and I like funny movies,
who doesn't?
and I think that he and I share, like, we love the movie Blazing Saddles.
Oh, that's great.
Just about.
That's a good movie.
It's a close match. Blazing Saddles and Nacho Libre.
Yeah.
I remember, one time we were in Connecticut, and
shedding toast.
we
Don't you know these are the Lord's cheaps?
we watched Nacho Libre, and it was like friendship cemented.
Oh my gosh.
man.
Yeah, for sure.
References
Everybody
all
has
over the
that
place.
like moment when you know you became good friends with Steve Rico. Everybody has that moment with Stevie Rico.
Had some like not so great.
Oh, like
moments.
fisticuffs?
Well, almost.
Oh
He
no.
did tell me to get out of his face one time, but I was acting like a little B word, so
Oh.
that's fair.
Bunny rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You silly rabbit.
that's a
But
shame.
that's okay.
Yeah.
We're cool now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Stevie, I love the guy. He's so much fun, but
I
he's
think we were-
been on the
I think we were
road.
cool like a week after that. So.
Yeah, he's been on the roads, for many years, like longer than anybody I know, and he's still out there grinding. It's pretty cool to see. Which kind of brings me to the next point. What is your most memorable moment from like touring or being on the road? Like, what's one part of the country you love to go to, or one really cool thing that happened on the road? Chris?
I mean, there's a lot of places that I like to go. Usually my favorites are the Pacific Northwest. So going up to Portland and Milo is kind of a special place. I do have friends in Utah. Chris Telesbo, he's on DD. He's our buddy, and I like staying there. It's a super cool spot to go. But I also love the Northeast and staying with Casey White and their family. We were there for like a month usually. And then the Sayers, Miles Sayer, he's a junior.
Also Team DD guy?
Yeah, up in Maine. And so there's just like tons of places. But usually it's like the northern parts where it's kind of cooler in the middle of the summer.
So
Yeah, that's a good point.
You just listed a couple like northern spots or places that like have a very nice, surroundings as far as like, vegetation. There's forests around. Utah. I know there's mountains and there's definitely forests. Now, when you're in those spots, you also mentioned people. So, like, would you say that just traveling to those areas where you have like this embodiment of like what's happening and the people that are there with you helping you like experience that, would you say that's what's cool about being in those places?
Yeah, I think the people kind of make it what it is, and staying with them, getting to interact. And usually when you stay with people, they know kind of the good places to eat or the cool things to do. And so that makes, your stay even more meaningful. And like when we were up in the Pacific Northwest, we went to Multnomah Falls.
Oh, yeah. The
Which
place
is
is
a
awesome.
waterfall there, and it's super cool, and it's a pretty kind of like a touristy place. But when we like go to Vermont every year, there's like this waterfall you can go to and like jump off of, and it's super cold. And
Yeah, you're not jumping off the one in Oregon.
No.
Dude, tell me about these lobster dinners that I see.
Yes,
Dude, I am so jelly. Have you been?
The
Sayers.
made us lobster.
Yeah.
What?
That's
okay.
a main thing.
Just
That's definitely a main thing.
2018.
Yeah.
so tell me, AJ, go ahead. Tell me about this lobster dinner at the lobster dinner from the Sayers.
It was humongous lobsters, as red as your jacket as well. So go Chiefs again.
Yes.
Go Chargers.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Who are them?
I think we got Rookie of the Year. I think Justin Herbert got
Yep.
Rookie of the Year.
Yep.
Rivers?
Lobster dinner.
He's not even there anymore.
His first son.
Oh, gosh.
First of
His
11.
first son's like 30, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
My gosh.
Just, yes, amazing lobster dinner and just loads of fun being at that house. The thing that I picked up on spending a week with that family was that Miles, the son, he was stoked on disc golf.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Team DD.
So
remember?
good, too.
He's a
But
super.
his parents were just as stoked on disc golf. And so, like, that showed me that he's in good hands. Like, very good hands because of just how passionate they were about what he's doing and how his journey so far. He was, how old is he now? Like,
Is he 12?
12, probably.
He's 12.
They come out for Junior Worlds.
Yeah.
And, dude, I remember meeting him on the course when I first asked him to be on the team and watching him throw. And he was just like, dude, this kid's legit.
He knows what he's doing. And
Yeah.
he wants to do it.
Yeah, I went on there. He's in
a lot of aces, too.
He's in like
He does. He does.
He does a lot of Instagram stuff like that. So, but I went on there. He has a math class that he's in school, and they do all the Zoom calls. And I actually went on there last week, I think it was, and met with him and the kids, and we talked disc golf and course design and how course design, you have to have numbers and do math and all that. And it was really cool. It was just a really cool atmosphere. So.
That's awesome, Eric.
Maine people are a different breed.
Yeah, that's for sure. They all believe in pay-to-play courses. I know that,
Yeah.
which I respect. So
You get what you pay for, too.
That is so true.
I love pay to play, especially if it's a course that's well maintained.
Yep.
I will pay to play all day.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
So true.
All day.
Rolling Ridge in Wisconsin was one of the first courses that I remember. I first played it in 2013, where I really started to realize, yes, you get what you pay for.
Mm-hmm.
They've got the huge walls around their course and just top quality benches at every tee, and
Nice.
the tee pads and tee signs are sick, and
That's awesome.
so cool.
I've only had one bad experience with the pay to play, and that was in Colorado. And I don't even know who runs the disc golf course because it was on a Jellystone. What are those Yogi Bear, campsites? You know what I'm talking about? It's called
Jellystone.
Yeah. It was on one of those, and it's off 25 randomly, which is the highway that goes
You know
down.
what it's called?
It's Jellystone disc golf course in southern Colorado.
Played a pay-to-play course, but I think it's a more popular one.
But it
West of
wasn't
Denver.
maintained or anything.
Yeah,
it was just I don't know where the tee
That
pads
sounds
are.
like
I
a
don't know where the
campsite
baskets
that
are.
they just kind of wanted to add that amenity to their camp.
Yeah, well, I mean,
And
disc
then-
golf definitely had their own charge, which was, okay, I get it.
Not worth
If you maintain it, I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's where the money goes, kind of thing. Yeah. So
True.
So on my way over here, I actually got on Instagram and made a post asking questions for you two. And I got a couple of them here. I just wanted to throw out here. We got Rising Am Disc Golf. Cyrus, also Team DD guy,
Cyrus.
wants to know, what is the newest addition to your bag and why do you like it? Who wants to go first?
Good question, dude.
I'll go. Yeah, I'll go.
Hit it.
Let's see. I think the newest addition that I'm thinking of is Trust.
Oh, okay.
The Trust.
The Trust, yeah. Yep.
Trust.
Is trust.
I'm working on the
Trusting in myself.
The Trust, yeah. I started throwing it a few weeks ago.
Nice.
And I do like it. I like it a lot. It's it's just a good neutral mid with a slightly overstable finish. And what I've liked about it as well is it holds up to a bit of power and torque.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I can hammer on it a little bit, and it'll go straight, and then just break a little bit to the left.
Cool.
So does Elucidex Verdict.
Fact. What about you?
He said new.
I did say no. I did say no.
For me, I've been messing with the Evader, which isn't out for people yet. So that's
Not quite yet.
exciting.
They know about it though. It's
Right.
coming out.
It's really nice. It's a little more overstable than my Explorers that has a harder
Right.
fade.
Yep.
But the newest addition that I've actually added to my bag would be the Anvil.
Oh, wow.
Which one? Which
Yeah,
plastic?
there's
are you
this
using?
matters.
Nico
Oh, the
Moonshine.
BT,
Okay.
the BT.
Moonshine?
No. The Moonshine.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Chameleon
it was-
Moonshine.
okay.
Chameleon
Chameleon
Moonshine.
Yeah. Just because
It's good.
I throw a lot of
Beef.
forehands.
Right.
I used to with the Justice, and I was like, maybe I'll try this Anvil out, and had a lot of success, so it kind of stuck.
Do you find those anvils for your arm and your arm speed on a forehand throw? Do you see it pushing further forward than the Justice, or is it just more controllable touch? Because I can see people having that same issue where I got this Justice here because me, I used to bag both the Anvil and the Justice. Yeah,
Same plastic.
No, the Anvil that I had was the I think it was the SE, which was that board flat, and it was
So
all
straight.
uh,
Straight-ish.
yeah, it's just just boom. But it would give me this nice reliable fade. Excuse me. But it would push a little bit further than the Justice, where I could actually rip on it backhand. I don't feel comfortable ripping on a Justice backhand because it's
don't?
just. I mean, I do now because I got that soft one in the bag.
But
But
why wouldn't?
Rip with a capital R, though.
Sure,
Yes.
but around here,
I don't throw
It's-
those backhand.
it's very important to have a Justice in your bag if you live anywhere where there's wind
Yeah,
That's true.
I usually I'll throw it forehand.
or
I
no
did
wind.
Solely
Also.
just because of the bead. The
Okay.
Justice has the bead, and then
Fair.
the Anvil doesn't, and I throw a lot of forehands and backhands upshot. So
Cool.
I decided to try it, but it's not a disc that I throw multiple times around usually. It's
Right.
once or twice maybe.
That
so.
utility
Right.
type.
That makes
fit the
sense.
slot. Okay.
That makes
So
sense.
if anybody out there wants to be just like Chris, just look for the vampire Nico, or as he's more affectionately known, Dracula Castro.
Oh, Dracula Castro. How long have you had that one in your back pocket?
Like right after we got off of the D-Gam.
Okay.
So about 4
Perfect.
hours.
Perfect.
Yeah.
3 hours.
Going on 3 hours. Perfect. So, next question is from Disc Golf Weekly. Wants to know, and it's not DG Weekly, it's Disc Golf Weekly.
Oh, it's not Anthony.
So
it's not Anthony. Firm or soft putter for putting, and why?
Soft grip, firm putter. Boom.
Soft grip,
Dang.
firm
So,
putter. Okay.
I've al-
Go ahead. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
I have always used pretty stiff, hard putters. And I do know that a majority of touring pros use stiffer putters. There are some who use soft, but I think I've always likened it to, I think maybe, because I know like Ron Converse, he's used some pretty like floppy putters, and I know Emac at times has used like softer putters.
I'm
and
a
I think-
prime guy.
And I think like spin putters maybe like the softer plastic more, but I think like when you're push putting, you want like a nice clean release and you don't want wobble, and you can get that sometimes with the softer putter, at least in my experience.
I could see that.
Interesting.
I could see that.
That is a good point. I haven't tried that.
Yeah, for me, this time of year when it's a little cooler, I'll throw like a blend in the bag or something along those lines. But
Oh yeah, I mean today
yeah,
today
You're gonna feel like a
our
brick,
morning
dude.
round.
yes,
Dude, it was so
blend,
cold.
Emac Judge.
yes, and it was.
Yeah, when I got to the DC this afternoon, a couple practice putts on the basket out front with my first runs. The
saw that.
Sunset
Yep,
Classics.
yep.
And a broken
Oh,
half.
it was-
Oh
I
my
was scared.
gosh,
I was a
no.
little
Yeah,
scared. I was like,
yeah.
"Hey, careful.
It's like 20 degrees out, so it's very, very
yeah,
cold.
It's pretty brutal.
They were that. They were.
Next question is from Elk Grove DGC. He says, ask them if they've ever played a course with domesticated elk running around.
No.
No?
I would though.
I mean, I played a few, but the elk,
Not domesticated?
right. It's like a couple of the I got
Like
a couple
wildlife.
Of the wild
Yeah,
elk,
wild
and I
elk,
didn't see
domesticated.
any tags. And
Sure.
then Really, I mean, they were just kind of trotting.
Yeah. The only course
Of
I've
course not. I'm from.
Is
I'm
he
from
Domesticated
I'm
elk
from
farm?
Farming?
SoCal.
Is he farming?
What is
No.
happening? Where is this?
calm down.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
definitely
Oh my
happened.
gosh.
Canada or something?
I've played a course in Texas with elk on it. There, it's where the Players Cup used to be. Where they did the match play. They had those massive like 10-foot fences everywhere, and they had elk.
Oh, so they were like elk farmers or something.
Yep, there
So
was
Eric
elk running
has,
around.
yes.
I definitely have. This is a guy out in Alabama actually that I'm helping put a course in at his property, and he's got some elk. And
Oh
so
snap!
it is Elk Grove _DGC.
Grove.
Oh, so he might have like
Elk
a
Grove,
discount
California.
course.
Well,
Sounds
I'm
like-
helping him put a course in, and he wants you to come play his course.
Of course, yeah.
Oh,
So
Alabama?
plug.
Alabama, make it
That sounds
happen.
awesome.
So 317 Discs asks, how long has it been since Chris has cut his hair?
Dude, I think my last, like, I had a trim in maybe like 2018.
Does that count though?
No.
Because that's
The
kind of
last-
yeah,
yeah.
like an actual
The
cut,
last
bro.
time
Like,
I
give me some
had
inches.
it short was probably like 2012 or 13.
It's so long.
So it's been a while, but
7 years of growth.
I did have a dread cut out of my hair. I think it was 2016.
Okay.
And I like went like my hair like knotted up like
Oh,
in the
yeah?
middle,
Mhm.
and I was like, all right, like, and I think I was at GBO, and so I like didn't have my comb, and I was like, all right, I'll just get it like when I come back. So I like went a week, you know, and then I get back and I'm like, I can't get this sucker out, dude. Like it was a full on dread.
my gosh.
And so at the time, I had to have my girlfriend cut it out of the back of my hair.
Dude,
Did she
what
make a
did you-
keychain out of it?
Yeah, I was like, what did you
Like-
do with that lock?
I probably threw it away.
You could have sold
Actually,
that.
heavyweight?
Actually.
yeah, it's been on it. You're right. It's been.
Oh, that would have been perfect.
How
Same
long
question
do you
for
think
you.
that was? That lock.
It was, I don't know. Looked like Mr.
When was the
Hanky.
last time I cut Chris's hair?
Yes, that is how it's worded.
Really?
No, it's not. The next is from Dylan, and it says, "How did you perfect your forehands?"
Yeah, AJ.
Yeah, I mean,
I saw him throw a forehand today.
Yeah.
And it looked
Are you
perfect.
throwing a righty or lefty?
righty. Yeah.
Nice.
You threw both
Feeling
today.
good, man.
He threw both
Feeling
today.
Good. It's
awesome.
You got to start simple. I feel like that helps. But I've been watching a lot of people. That's how I've been perfecting mine as well. And then watching a lot of different forehands, watching footwork, watching what the arms and hands are doing throughout, and then, I mean, thinking about it, visualizing is a very important tool to perfect your craft, and asking for help.
That's a good one. That's a key.
Humongous.
Yeah.
Eric Oakley
Don't
and
be
Brian
ashamed.
Earhart have helped me, like piece by piece, little by little, with some forehands.
Nice.
And luckily enough, I got Chris here this week. And
Yeah.
so I'm going to be asking him about how to get more like power with the arms. My plan was ask Eric about legs and footwork for forehands, and ask Chris about that whip. Right?
Whoosh.
That video was pretty funny. He broke the sound barrier with the
Yeah. That was a sick.
I love watching those videos.
That was a nasty
Well,
video. So.
I did it because the tee pad was like really slick, and I
Yep.
was like, okay, so in the tournament, just in case, like I'm gonna try a standstill just for fun, and so I threw it, and I was like, well, it went really far.
It's gonna work.
So as a lefty,
Okay, but yes, someone who actually has a close to perfect forehand.
well, I was gonna
Yes.
say, as a lefty, you almost have to adapt the forehand. You almost have to have a good forehand as a lefty player. If you don't, I almost feel like you're losing strokes on the field.
Well-
and you have one of the better forehands I've ever seen. So
Yeah, like, well, if you take somebody like Nathan Queen, who doesn't really throw forehands at
Right.
all, like he is very good, and he excels at a lot of wooded courses, but he's gonna have trouble at like,
Yeah.
there's a course at Vegas where I think I throw like 12 Warhorse forehands. You know, there's like
Goodness.
350
Jeez.
foot, just righty hyzers over and over.
what does Zach
And,
Melton do then? Because I mean,
he probably those forehands.
I'm sure he does.
Decent, yeah.
I know. I just like to give
No,
Zach
yeah,
crap.
Melton's forehand is really good.
Yeah, it is.
You know, I honestly I didn't even start throwing forehands until like 2014.
Wow.
I played for years.
That's
before.
impressive.
Yeah, like
Listen up, people.
I threw a lot of thumbers, like overhand shots, and then when I started throwing forehands, I stopped doing that. But I used forehands for like shorter shots. And then I remember when I was in Kansas City, so probably like 2015, 2016, I started to throw my lucid trespasses. I was like, I'm gonna
Nice.
see like, I'm gonna try to hyzer flip these, and then they started going like as far as my driver. So they were going over 400 feet, and I was like, what in the world's going on? And so then I just kind of continued to do that. But I mean, I played years and years of baseball, so I think that helps with the timing. But I'm doing a forehand video very soon.
Oh.
Awesome.
So that'll be fun, and so I can actually kind of break down myself, you know, what I'm doing.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we talked about something similar on Disc Golf Answer Man earlier, and I think what the end of the thought was play to your strengths.
Yep.
And so I would say, listening to what you just said about your baseball background, is find, if you're working on a new skill, find what your old skills are, find the skills that you think are already perfect, and try to relate the two. Try to find connections between that baseball background
Right.
and the disc golf requirements, or at least your goals in disc golf. So it could be a lot of different things. And baseball is pretty much the closest connection. One thing that Brian Earhart was telling me about the reach back in the forehand is not a reach back, it's more of a reach out. And then he pointed out, look at what my offhand is doing. Look at what my right hand is doing, and then look at what baseball pitchers do when they throw, over the top.
It's like what?
That leading hand and that leading arm goes way out to get their, weight going forward. And so that was one thing that clicked
Interesting.
for me.
Remember people like somebody mentioned that they said I was like doing like with my offhand, I like go like this and like lead with it. They're like, you're like open and like washing the window or something. I remember a comment like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't realize I did that. But yeah, from baseball, because I pitched, and that's what I was taught, is to lead with this elbow like I'm elbowing a midget, like really hard. It drives your body through. And of course, like one of my biggest things is like using my left hip to really, really push. That's where I get a lot of my power.
Yep.
And so it's just kind of a timing thing.
Hope you guys are taking notes out there. 'cause-
Yeah. So basically, take a slow-mo of you or watch your video that's coming
Probably
up soon.
similar to
Where will people
The-
be able to
the
watch
video.
that
That'll
video?
be on Dynamic Discs on their
Okay.
YouTube.
Oh,
For sure.
fantastic.
And
Sweet.
I'll probably post it on mine too.
You
Like,
better.
there's-
I would.
Sure.
You better.
Cross post, repost.
Forgiveness is
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
really
just get it real
big.
small.
When it comes to perfecting skills, forgiveness.
Yes.
That's one. Because
Yeah.
what's the opposite of perfect? Until you get to perfect, what are you? You're imperfect.
And
And that's everybody.
Yeah.
That's everyone.
And so
That's
what
everyone.
does everybody do to what does everybody do to themselves? Forgive.
Yeah.
Have to.
Well, not all of us, but take notes, people.
Some of us are better than others. That's
Take notes. That's some great notes.
And,
And
like-
then obviously watch that video because that's going to be some
Speaking
good
that,
content.
Like that standstill forehand. When I used to do warm-ups in baseball, we would stand still, play catch,
Yeah.
from like 200 feet away. And
Oh, yeah.
just stand still. And so
Yeah.
like I developed that, not having to really step to get into it. And so now I can stand still and throw it, 400 feet. I can, like it doesn't really make sense to.
Yeah.
Because I can use my whole body, but
Yeah. That makes perfect
There's
sense.
times when you can't though.
So-
It's
yeah, like if
super
you're in
valuable.
the woods and I can lean out and just pop it.
And you
300
do.
feet.
I've seen you do that
Right,
so
like
many
it's
times.
very advantageous to have something like that.
Yeah. Absolutely. So speaking of taking notes, as I look to my left, I see a notebook. Can you grab? Well, you got 3 notebooks actually.
Yeah.
Can you kind of explain what's going on with these notebooks?
Can you read?
Can you read?
Are you okay?
Are you all right?
Yeah, I think this one oh wow, this one has some stuff.
Oh, it does. Look at that. That looks
Those are-
like
those are
a
your
recipe
columns?
for something.
This,
This is for his
some of them are
guacamole.
like scripts for
The
commercials
rest-
that I,
the rest,
that I want
yeah.
to pitch to Bobby.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Cool.
let's keep those under
Yeah.
the table.
Yeah.
Top secret.
That's a classified document.
This one has like everything from like some packing lists for what I pack to go on tour, to clinic talking points, to pretty cool like stipple drawings as well.
Oh wow,
Holy cow.
that's
That I
amazing.
have fun with.
You seen that before?
Um,
That is legit.
Movies to watch, more scripts.
So basically, we're looking at AJ
Is
on
what's going
a-
on in his mind.
Wait,
Yeah.
are those sticky notes from
for those of
1987?
yeah, so those
Like,
of you that
seriously.
cannot see these sticky notes, he's got sticky notes in here. He's got drawings.
Motivational messages that I write to myself.
Okay.
That I don't want anybody to.
I like that.
anybody to see.
I like that. That's good info.
do
Brilliance
good,
on
throw
paper.
good.
Brilliance. Right? Too good. Too
This,
good.
and
Too
then
good.
this
Too good.
one, this is like pocket notebook, so on the fly stuff. And when I first started writing in this was March 2019, right before the Jomez Pro
100K.
subscribers party.
Yes.
So awesome.
What a fun week. That might be one of my most memorable moments on tour. I was going to talk about that time that I eclipsed the 1,000 player rating mark, which was a pretty fun story as well. But this one, I missed Cash because I was hanging out with Jonathan Gomez writing jokes. He asked me, he said, we're doing this, we're throwing this big party at Baylor, at the university.
Baylor Bears.
Yeah.
So like the
Sweet.
banquet hall.
Yeah.
Banquet hall
Yeah.
that
Upstairs.
You can, like, see from the streets
Yeah.
and everything is pretty cool. And he said, we're gonna do this and this, and I want you to be a part of it. This was like right after the Loose Cannon.
Loose cannon. That's right.
That was my part in the
Yeah.
what happens on Jomez or happened in Vegas
Mm-hmm.
is on Jomez Pro, something like that.
Yeah.
And so he said, I want you to be a part of it some way, and whether that's a skit or, you're the MC or a stand-up routine. And I said, stand-up routine, but the catch is I want you to write the jokes with me.
Perfect.
You must write the jokes with me if if I'm going to do this 10-minute stand-up routine. I've only done stand-up once before in my whole life prior to this.
Wow.
It was awful. And so I just...
I can't imagine it was awful, guys.
No, I was there.
mean,
I thought it was great. I loved what he did.
Well,
No, I'm talking about his first time.
Oh, the first one? Yeah, I was there.
It was hilarious.
Yeah,
And so,
it was great.
So yeah, I just had this in my pocket as we're practicing for Waco.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
Can you hit us with a couple jokes, or is
Yeah,
that
we're gonna-
like-
we're gonna-
I was writing jokes. And so here's...
Some we've never heard before.
Yeah.
This is the
okay.
B-roll
Yes, please.
of the jokes that probably
Please.
didn't make it.
I'm gonna start with the opener.
Okay.
Sorry. The opener is kind of...
Should be at the beginning.
Right.
It's a good point. It's a good point, Chris.
No. Nope.
Well, there's just a lot. There's a lot of different ones, and I started by it's like full of scribbles, but I started by writing someone's name
Oh yeah, I see that.
and then thinking of a joke for them. So I would
That's a
write,
good one.
Let's see. Let's go.
Yeah, so I got Nate Sexton and Paul Macbeth and Jerry Gomez, Simon Lazat, Eagle McMahon, and I said, so Eagle McMahon is here, and AKA the American Simon Lazat, as some people called him back then. And so I said, so we've got the original, the European version, and we have the American version. And just like The Office,
Oh.
we'll never know which version is better. Only time will tell. Or you could just look at the tournament results.
Oh.
Anything will tell you.
Ooh. Burn.
That's so good.
But yeah, I mean, like I said.
Boom. Did you say boom roasted
Boom
after that
roasted.
one? You should have.
I said,
Gosh.
James Conrad is here. And now, a lot of you walked here tonight, but James floated in on a cloud. And we later changed that to rode in on a Pegasus. And then, of course, I walked around with the little James Conrad hop.
Oh yeah.
Place went nuts.
He does walk.
He does have a little
Just on his
pep in his
toes,
step.
yeah.
Step.
Oh, here's one that didn't.
It's fluid.
Here's one that didn't make the cut.
Okay, perfect.
So we've got Prodigy disc names. H2V2, got D3, 400G, 750A7. I overheard a conversation, people talking about all these names, and I couldn't tell like if they were talking about discs or Star Wars or flu vaccines.
Wow, that didn't
That's relevant.
that didn't age very well.
It
did not age very well.
Ouch.
Oh, it's
Awkward.
great though.
Here's another one. PDGA, PDGA, DGPT, OMG. That was definitely Jonathan Gomez.
That made
Yeah.
Let's see. And then, yeah, so the opener was, hello, my name's AJ Risley. I slept on a beanbag chair last night, and tonight I'm up here performing stand-up comedy for the second time in my life. I told my mom that I would give her a call when I hit the big time, but I haven't called her yet. A free meal hardly counts as my first paying gig.
You should have called your mom right then.
I made it.
They laughed at
Drop it. Drop it all.
Oh man, yeah, some good ones in there. You know, Waco is.
Are you
Waco
gonna
is-
publish this ever? Like you should.
I mean, yeah, these are.
It'd be like a coffee table book.
Yeah,
It's like a
I
biography.
brought-
I probably would read that.
I brought a coffee
That's
table.
that's
You have a go grab this
did not
coffee
age
table
very
book.
well either.
But
I sent Chris away real quick. Oh, go ahead.
Waco, aka the heart of Texas, geographically that checks out. Okay, you know, if Texas was a torso, Waco's like right in the heart. Now I finally understand why they call San Antonio the gallbladder of Texas.
I had no idea.
But there's a lot. I'm looking out in the crowd. There's a lot of kids, and I can't tell you what they call Corpus Christi. That's a little bit farther south.
Oh my gosh.
Ouch.
Jeez.
It's gonna be about interesting.
You need to publish this. You
Oh my gosh.
I'm
The other side of it. The other side.
yeah. What's the other side?
Rhymes.
Okay, so this is what I've heard, that you were on the road, and you asked people on Instagram to give you words to rhyme.
Words
Oh
to
my
rhyme
gosh.
with.
And can you please like maybe just go through real quick and find your favorite one and bust a rhyme for us?
Oh man. There we go. Can you grab me some socks? They're in the armoire. Yeah, right next to you, in the top drawer. Yep, on the left, under the Drakkar Noir. Ever heard of that alien metal band? I think they're called Guar.
Drakkar, man.
Brilliance.
Drakkar. I used to rock some Drakkar.
Someone was like, armoire. Rhyme, yeah. Come up with rhymes for armoire.
Done.
Please.
Easy.
Please. Hey, look at us. Here's an idea. I'll rhyme with Pangea. I'll eat some bad chicken and give myself diarrhea. Met a cutie with a booty, and I know she's probably a real nice person. I hope you get to meet her.
Oh my gosh.
I hope you get to meet her. Pangea, meet her. These are like 2 years old.
Okay, so
all right.
so go back a couple. I saw coffee. This is Birdie Fuel is a big sponsor of our show, and myself and Clemons actually. So I would love to hear this coffee one.
Oh my gosh. This one's good too.
They're all good.
Okay, so have you guys watched The League?
Oh,
You know that
yes,
show?
love the league.
Okay, that'll help. Oh, man. I'm with my bud Brian. We like to sip coffee. No sugar, please. This ain't no English toffee. Don't really watch The League, but we know that dude Rafi. Vegas too expensive. Must be that dang resort fee. Couple slant rhymes.
Oh, I love it though.
Oh man.
Met this dude from Salem, said he was an announcer. Told him about a witch I knew. He said, let me denounce her. Watercress. Someone was like, oh, I'm going to give you arugula and watercress. Posthumous. Nothing.
Those have been empty for the last couple of years, guys.
Nothing. So
Posthumous.
is your plan to continue and fill these out?
Yeah, of
like
course.
throughout the year?
There's plenty of blank space in here.
Okay,
Blank
so
space, that's
One
good.
more. Let's
okay,
get one more.
One more.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
That's got to be that one.
This is watercress. Here we go. Never ate a spicy salad till I tried watercress. Leaves so bitter, I had to reach for the dress. Sing, honey mustard, Thousand Island, green goddess. Dinner so tasty, man, I truly feel blessed.
Oh man.
Dropped
Oh
it.
man, that is
There goes the mic.
fantastic.
You're a truly
So-
talented person.
Oh my, I love
think,
it.
I think a little bit more context to that was, we were driving from I think like Belton, Texas, up to Dallas. Had a 3-hour drive, and
Boom.
there we go.
Awesome.
You got any rhymes?
No.
I was gonna say,
I mean,
dude,
I like Tech 9, so.
Dude, this guy-
same respect.
Chris brought a coffee table book to the Airbnb.
Yeah, stuff you should know. It's actually probably the podcast that I listen to the most, and they wrote a book, and it just has like random things. I can't think of like.
Can I
one.
read the title real quick? It says "Stuff You Should Know: An Incomplete Compendium of Mostly Interesting Things."
Right.
Very.
Mostly crossed out.
Very is crossed
yeah,
out.
very is crossed out, and then it's put mostly.
Yeah.
Josh Clark and Chuck Bryant.
They've been doing a podcast for a long time, but they do podcasts on anything and everything. They release like a couple a week. They're one of the most popular ones out there, I believe. I just listened to one. I think the most recent one I listened to was like it was about this guy. I think his last name is Penn, but he like buried a treasure in like 2010. He was an art collector, an old guy, and he was like, I have these things. I'm gonna bury treasure somewhere in the Rocky Mountains. And he wrote in his like autobiography, he gave clues.
That's awesome.
To where it was, and he just wanted people to like get out in nature and experience things.
Awesome.
And some dude finally found it last year.
I thought
think.
maybe the treasure was like
No, it was like a box.
to get out and experience
Well,
the
it
Rockies
is.
or something, you know? Because that would be a
It is,
treasure.
but
It's like a survival
also-
kit.
No, it had like jewels in it. He didn't put cash in it because he didn't know how long it would be there. It might like degrade. But he
Yeah.
put like jewels and jewelry and
That's pretty rad.
gemstones and stuff worth a couple $1 million. And
That is
some
pretty
dude
rad.
found it in like
That's
Wyoming,
really
I
cool.
think.
Of course it would be there.
That's so cool. So, well, before we go any further, I'd like to. I had a couple discs that I want to give away for this. As you guys know, we like to give discs away. This one's yours. This one has been yours. and I had them sign it.
So good.
We've got
Oh,
the zombies over here. We've got the Chameleon Moonshine. We got the Warden. We got the Warden, and we got the Verdict, and they both have signed it. And I guess something simple that we'll do for this giveaway is just comment down below the Chris and AJ's celebrity card. I want all 4, including these 2 guys, on that. So give me 4 names on there, and we'll just pick a random winner here in the next week or so.
And we will also accept a 4-line stanza that rhymes posthumous.
Yes.
With whatever.
Somebody's gonna come up with something good.
Oh my gosh, please.
Please, that would be
Posthumous.
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 Let me think about
Hippopotamus.
this.
That's like
Let me think
after
about this.
death,
I'm
right?
Posthumous. Oh, wait, you can't.
That's what that means.
I don't know.
Because I'm
Right.
riding my hippopotamus.
AJ's the,
AJ.
the academic
That means
over here.
like post-death, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Posthumous.
That's what I
Like Heath Ledger won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor posthumously for his role
As Joker. Yeah.
Right.
in
Such a good Joker, too. He did.
the best.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Can
So
you
good.
use it as a verb? No, I'm joking.
Okay, can you spell it?
Post-human.
Yeah, you better be careful.
Yeah,
or
it's just
else
remember post-human.
People are gonna have to, say how well of a job you did on this episode.
It's true.
Posthumous.
Ooh.
Keep questioning me.
You heard it here first. Death. FBI, you heard it here first.
Most certain death.
Most certain. So, real quick, Chris, let's talk about before we're kind of wrapping things up. I want to know where people can follow you. You have an Instagram. What's the handle? What's your YouTube and all that fun stuff?
DD Clemonade on Instagram, and then I also have a YouTube. I haven't posted on there in a while, but I would like to do it again here soon. And then you can find me on Facebook, of course, or just search disc golf on YouTube and my last name. Some stuff will show up.
What's your favorite social media platform to post on?
Probably Instagram. It's
Insta?
probably
Same.
the easiest, and I have a lot of followers on there, so it's cool to interact with those people.
Yeah,
But
totally.
I am also on Reddit too, and that's kind of a cool thing because it's kind of anonymous, and so
Yeah.
people can ask me stuff without getting any flack from other people.
There's a lot
Nice.
of dirt going down on there.
There
so.
is that too,
Yeah.
but
How about you, AJ?
Lots of mud slinging. Instagram as well. Risby Jr. is all one word, is my handle. I do have a YouTube channel as well, AJ Risley, out there on YouTube. I've got some interesting content, kind of like a little grab bag of different kind of videos and whatnot.
who would have thought?
Would have never guessed.
So and that's about it. And I would say, I'm mostly on Instagram. Yeah,
Instagram's one of my favorites for sure. So,
it's a good one.
well, I want to say thank you guys both for taking time out of your evenings here in Emporia to be on our little podcast that Taco and I do every week. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
It's been
I'm
awesome.
glad that you asked us to do this, or I'm
forced
maybe
you.
I said, hey, can I be
Have
on an
us
episode?
on here now.
Yeah, you asked, and then Chris is like, "We're doing what?
Yeah. I was
So-
like, huh?
Like, you guys have
Yeah.
a podcast?
What? You're doing what now? Disc golf
Sure.
answer, man?
Right?
No, but thank you
You
guys
guys
so
are
much
talking again.
for watching. Really do appreciate it. Make sure you like and make sure you follow the directions on these 2 discs if you would like to win them. And we'll see you next time.
2